My butter slipped off my plate last night, and I got really freaky. I had a little mini nervous breakdown, and I kind of flipped. And I think part of the reason that I flipped was there's uh, there's something nibbling away at the back of my mind. I think that it's a concern. The guys that are going to find themselves in the position that I find myself are going to be pretty vulnerable. Now, John and Diana busted their asses, and they immediately got an offer. You know, to listen to the offer, it's really impressive. This is special. But if I go looking for it from sitting right here, it doesn't appear to be visible, and I haven't been able to figure out why. And when I ask where this shelter that's doing these amazing things down here is and where I would be going, I mean, you know, it would be really, really cool if I was able to tell a couple of people where I would be. And I think that that's really reasonable. Okay, what's the address that I can tell my friends or, you know, the people that care about me where I would be? And I asked a couple of times, and the first time I just figured, okay, you know, maybe he was busy talking about something else. And the second time, not answering kind of creeped me out a little bit. Now, apparently, and this I have this third hand through Diana. Apparently, the shelter takes in prisoners that have been released, and you know, little red flags started going off because how much more vulnerable could a guy be than to be a prisoner and to get released and have somebody dangle this marvelous thing in front of them? Okay, now, I'm not saying that this place isn't real. I'm saying that it's not visible. I can't find any evidence of it, and that a danger exists. I can imagine that a danger could exist for somebody to put something together to exploit able-bodied, vulnerable men. I don't know, a work camp? I mean, you know, okay, it could be something like, I don't know, Goodwill, where it is work and it's a collective, and you do this thing, and you're offered an opportunity. But see, Goodwill is visible, and I mean, even Salvation Army, it's a little bit on the culty side, but Salvation Army has a really big presence. If I go looking on the web from here, sitting in the middle of Cincinnati, I can't find it. If it was doing all these marvelous things, you would think that there'd be people out there singing its praises. There would be men out there saying, I've been in that program, it's awesome. Or, I've been in that program, I didn't like it, but it did help me get on my feet. I'm not seeing any of that. And if I'm wrong, I want somebody to point it out to me and tell me where this marvelous place is, so that I can check it out, so that I can see myself. And then if it's not visible, I think that serious consideration needs to be given to the possibility that men are being screwed, and then really damn screwed, and that the very, very best intentioned folks don't understand that it's happening. And I mean, we could conceivably have a situation going on here where people that are really compassionate and really caring are taking the word of somebody that might have, I don't know, less than nice motives for doing it. And I'm not saying that that's actually what's going on here. I'm just saying, is it possible? Can anybody out there say something about being in this program? And, you know, can anybody name, you know, where it is physically. Can anybody say, okay, it has an address, and this is it, and this is the kind of place that it is? Because you ask somebody that was in Goodwill, and they can tell you. You ask somebody that was in Salvation Army, they can tell you. I don't even know what the name of this place is. I haven't been able to get that much. Not only have I not been able to get the name of the place or the address, but I can't find any references, anybody that's been there. This is the reason. This is the little question that was nibbling at the back of my head. Am I stepping out of the frying pan into something even worse? And yeah, I went kind of loopazootic over it. Now, Diana is taking my questions as the questions of somebody that's not looking at something that, that's offered. Kind of that I'm looking a gift horse in the mouth. And I have to, because I'm vulnerable. And anybody that's going to be in my position should be asking, okay, where can I tell my friends? What address can I tell my friends where I'm going? How can I be sure that they will be able to contact me? Otherwise, I mean, I could be looking at like a cult compound or something where they isolate you, and we have those around here. I'm not saying that they're one and the same. I'm just saying we have cults around here, and they're kind of weird. I'm just saying. Now, Diana put a huge amount of work into this, and I really, really respect her for that, and I also respect the fact that she put a lot of effort and a lot of patience into me, because I fell down and I skinned me, not my knees, but I skinned me all over. So yeah, I'm a freak, and she's got a lot of emotional investment in wanting to believe that somewhere in Cincinnati there's a really, really cool place that cares about men. From standing in the middle of Cincinnati, I can tell you that if that's true, it's a really, really well-kept secret, because Cincinnati doesn't care about men by policy. We don't have men's shelters here. We barely have homeless shelters, and those are exclusively run by churches and religious groups. And most of those are kind of small. And so when somebody says that they've got like this really cool major program, and it's not listed anywhere around here, I'm thinking, whoa, like what? Wait, where did it come from? Why isn't it here? Why can't I find this? Okay, now, she also seems to be of the impression that I am looking for some kind of new home. I'm looking for basically a softer place to fall than a cardboard box. And if that softer place to fall could include some place where I could plug my computer in to be productive, that would be awesome. If it could include some place where I can take this little cottage industry that I was hoping to get myself back on my feet with, up and going, and to get me more than just back on my feet, but out the door and on my own. That'd be very cool. But one of the things that I'm going to want is I'm going to need to be able to tell a couple of people where the hell I'm going, and to be able to have some kind of reasonable expectation that I can communicate with them, at least with a reasonable frequency, to let them know that I'm okay. Not looking for a handout. I'm looking for a little bit of a help up. And I think that where I was all freaky and emotional last night, I think this is kind of payback time, because Diane is kind of angry with me right now, and I think she feels rightly so. She put a lot of work into this, and she knows that I'm not a fanboy. She knows that I'll criticize her when I think that she's wrong. I'm criticizing her, and I'm saying, you might be wrong. You might be seeing something that's not really there. And, at the same time, I'm saying I might be seeing something that's not really there too, but what I'm seeing kind of creeps me out. And it creeped me out really bad yesterday. Anyway, those are my thoughts for today. If somebody has a couch, or something a little better than a couch and maybe a little couple of square feet of a garage bench or something where I could set a couple of things up and start my way moving forward, that would be extremely awesome. But if if it comes down to my having a little spot in the corner on the floor somewhere and some prospect of it being something that I can work my way out of. See, I don't want to take up a corner of a floor if I don't have a way out of that corner. There's no point in me taking an offer like that because I won't have a way of getting out of the corner and out of the fucking door. I don't want just a roof over my head. I want the opportunity to find my way out the door. If that's unreasonable, y'all comment and let me fucking know, because I can't see how that's unreasonable. And I think right now that I'm dealing with somebody that's made a big emotional investment herself in doing something grand. And I think that she's right. I think that this should be the way that it is. But I don't think that that's actually the way that it is, or at least I can't see it. And I don't have any reason to believe that it's real. And until I see a reason to believe that it's real, I can't go there in my head. And trying to force myself to just does really weird, stupid shit to me. So, if you got a couch or something better than a couch, and you're in the Cincinnati area, and there is a prospect of my having the ability to take the stuff that I've already got, stuff that I bring to the table myself, and have a little bit of space where I can make that into a way out the door and into my own place, send me an email. Or, try to let me know in comments somewhere. And leave me some way of getting a hold of you. Because I think Diana is kind of right in a respect. She's put an enormous amount of work into me. I think that she's disappointed. And maybe she has a right to be. But this is me we're talking about. And if I'm going to stand up on my own 2 feet, I'm going to want to know what it is that I'm getting myself into from now on. I'm going to be asking questions about what the hell I'm getting into, because not asking that question is what got me into all this shit in the first place. And it needs to be a priority question. What the hell am I getting myself into? Y'all take care, and take care of each other, because we're all we got.